Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. Title: Detecting Authentication Failures in Django LDAP with Python, a comprehensive tutorial. Introduction. Django LDAP integration allows you to authenticate users against an LDAP server, a common requirement in enterprise applications. In this tutorial, we will explore how to detect authentication failures and understand the reasoning behind them using Python and Django LDAP. Prerequisites. Step 1. Install required packages. Ensure that you have the necessary packages installed. You can use pip to install them. Step 2. Configure Django settings for LDAP. In your Django project settings, configure the LDAP authentication backend. Add the following settings to your settings.py. Replace the placeholders with your LDAP server details. Step 3. Detecting authentication failures. Now, let's create a signal to detect authentication failures. Add the following code to your models.py or a separate signals.py file. This signal will be triggered whenever LDAP authentication fails. Step 4. Use the signal in views or middleware. To use the signal, you can connect it in your views or middleware. For example, in a view. Now, when a user fails to authenticate, the handle _LDAP _authentication _failure function will be called, and you can customize it to log, send notifications, or take any other desired action. Conclusion. In this tutorial, we explored how to detect authentication failures in Django LDAP using signals. This can be valuable for understanding and handling authentication issues in your application. Remember to customize the code according to your specific requirements and LDAP server setup. ChatGPT. LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, is a protocol used for accessing and maintaining distributed directory information services. When integrating LDAP with Django, it's essential to handle authentication failures gracefully. This tutorial will guide you through detecting authentication failures and understanding the reasons behind them using Python and Django. Before we begin, make sure you have the following installed. Create a new Django project if you haven't already. Install the necessary packages. Update your settings.py to include the LDAP authentication backend. Update the auth_LDAP server URI and other LDAP settings according to your LDAP server configuration. Configure your urls.py and create a simple view for testing. Create a template file, LDAP_test.html, for your view. Now let's modify our view to capture authentication failures and display relevant information. In this example, we've added a try except block to capture LDAP error exceptions, which may occur during LDAP authentication. The error message includes information about the specific LDAP error, making it easier to diagnose and fix issues. Run your Django development server. Visit http://localhost8000/LDAP-test/ in your browser. If there are LDAP authentication issues, you'll see an error message on the page with details about the failure. Handling authentication failures gracefully is crucial for a robust LDAP integration with Django. By capturing and displaying relevant error information, you can troubleshoot issues more effectively. This tutorial provides a basic example, and you may need to adapt it based on your specific LDAP server and application requirements. ChatGPT.